Hey, with Eldorus Chess, and today I have one immortal game from MVL, so I already spoiled the result, but nonetheless, this game has everything. 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 So we start with Dutch defense. So very normal. Very normal. Leningrad Dutch, we're going to fianchetto our dark square bishop. This dark square bishop is very important in the Leningrad because otherwise you have a lot of dark square weaknesses. White usually goes for the center. And now we have just a normal Leningrad variation. But here it starts to become interesting. So instead of the normal move which everyone plays, Maxime was very young, 17 years old I think, when he played this game. He's not going to move his rook. He's going to say, you can take my rook, I'll have the dark square bishop as compensation. These beautiful dark squares belong to me and your dark square bishop is gone. So now we have this position and we have a great imbalance. So black already pushed his e5 pawn, and in the Dutch you always want to push your pawns and control the center on the king side. So he managed that, but he lost his rook. On the other side, white has two rooks, so in the end game, there's a lot of chance white's going to win, but he does lack some dynamic play, and this bishop is a monster. So we continue, and now we have this really aggressive play from Maxime to challenge the h file, to open the h file up. And you can notice both kings are kind of weak. They don't seem weak, but it's even though they're castled the same side, this is going to be a lot of fireworks, because Maxime already pushed his kingside pawns, so he is exposed his own king, but these pawns are also very dangerous. So it's dangerous for both sides. And now he's continuing his plan. I think here Robert made maybe a inaccurate move in my opinion, attacking this g6 square, but black wants to use this file, so he's going to put his king here regardless. So I think this is a nothing move. But still, white's position is very stable, and he doesn't take the pawn, which can lead to very complex variations, which I will not go through. But yeah, let's say here, if you can go here, then there's a lot of moves. It's very complicated. Even the engine can handle it. But that's not what happened in the game. So this is what happened in the game. Attacking this pawn. And now it becomes very interesting. Robert plays g4 because he has all these tactics with the bishop taking the e-pawn, and his queen is lined up with the king. And now he plays this move. And he probably thought, okay, this is perfect, because he's going to play d7, and I'm probably going to win this game because d7 is over. But Maxime doesn't play d7. He plays d5, and now black kind of collapses, or the position kind of collapses for black. I know this position is the engine gives it equal, but I don't know anyone who wants to be white here, because white is just hoping for perpetual, and black is just as easy plan. Just rook on h8. This pawn is perfectly placed. This knight's perfectly placed. This knight's perfectly placed. All these pieces are coming together, and this rook is very sad, because it's just very sad, and this bishop is very sad, and this queen doesn't really have any targets. Even though the king looks open, there's not really that much forking action, because look at these bishops, they're monsters. This knight protects everything. This rook is coming to the h file, you know, and just look at black's activity and just look at white's activity. Like just stupid rook and stupid bishop. So anyway, we have this. But what makes this game beautiful is one of the most beautiful human moves I think I've ever seen. What he repeats, always repeats. Now he plays an amazing move. Pawn b5. And Maxime idea is, so this pawn is protected. He wants to get the queen out of here. He wants to get the queen out of the diagonal to evade certain perpetuals, because he knows he's winning. And after this move, he goes with his plan, and it's just massacre. There's 20,000 tactical lines. I'm not going to go talk about everyone, but I want to talk about this point. So here, there's a checkmate in 7. Can you find it? So the checkmate in 7 is rook h2. You have to go up, because here then it's checkmate. Now you make a knight. If it goes here, then you just go here, checkmate. If it goes here, then it's also checkmate. Then it's also checkmate. You give up your rook. Maxime gave up his rook. Then push his pawn. And then and now after this move, it's checkmate. So one of the most beautiful checkmates I've ever seen in my life, in a game that happened in real life. So here's a checkmate in 7. So this game is absolutely crazy. You can find it on Lichess. It's David Fontaine versus Maxime Vachier Lagrave. I think it's from the French championships or something. But this is such an amazing game, because from the beginning, MVL sacks an exchange. Then he sacks a pawn. Oh, not sacks a pawn, but he opens up the h file, making his own king rig. Then he sacks a queen. Then after that, he just sacks another pawn just to distract the queen, and he finally checkmates with a knight under promotion. So this game is one of my favorite games. It's an absolutely stunner. It's underrated in my opinion. It's just amazing.